Hello. Today we're going to do a single arm club full workout, full length workout, 25, 26 minutes. It's going to be a follow along. You can watch me do it. I'm going to talk you through what I'm doing the whole way through. My name is Chris Butterworth. This is the Healthy Butter Fitness channel. This is a place where we talk about being in your 50s and 60s and fighting off the effects of father time every day, every step of the way. I'm 56 years old and I feel great. And it's because of functional fitness, kettlebells, clubs, and Mace. When I turned 50, I was a mess. I had chronic back pain, shoulder issues, elbow issues, and I've worked my way through it. And I'm trying to share with you what I've learned. I built this club workout over the course of a few years. I did all the individual movements like it's recommended: inside circles, outside circles, pendulum, swipe, shield cast, mills, and I did just rep after rep after rep. And I ended up kind of combining those into a program or into a workout that to me was a little bit less repetitive. Having changes throughout it made it a little bit more fun for me. So that's what I'm going to do here. We're going to pick the club up. This is going to be my first time on this weight in this round of programming. I'm going to try to do 24 sets of 10 all the way through without putting the club down. The last time I did this workout, I think I did 22 and then took a rest and then did the last 2 exercises. So we'll see. If I get tired, I'll put it down, I'll take a break, and we'll keep going. The goal here is not about max efforts. What's your 1 rep max? What's your, how strong can you be? The goal is about feeling great. And so if it gets to be too hard, because this is a challenging workout, if it gets to be too hard, I'll take a break. When I started this workout, I only did a few sets at a time, and I would take breaks in between. And then I started expanding it. So I would do, I think I did like 6 sets of 4, and then I did 4 sets of 6, and then I did 3 sets of 8, and I just sort of kept increasing it to the point that I want to be able to do 24 all the way through. I do sets of 10, so you'll see me do 10 circles with my right hand and then 10, or with my left hand, and then 10 with my right hand, and then I'll do the next exercise 10 on each hand, and I just keep doing 10 with one hand, 10 with the other hand. Each set of 10 on each hand turns out to be approximately a minute, maybe slightly longer, some are slightly less, but overall I'm going to do 24 rounds, and it's going to take me 25 or 26 minutes. So with that, let's get started. I will say, when I got to this weight of club, when I used lighter clubs, I didn't need any hand protection. When I got to this weight, I got a blister. Just being sweaty and the amount of weight pulling against your skin and having a little movement because you get wet, sweaty, I ended up using gloves. And so these are Franklin baseball gloves. They're like $15. I order them online, and they last me about 4 months, and I have to get another pair. But it's my favorite thing that I've found. I've tried a few different options with clubs. But you know what? People use chalk. People use tape. People use whatever. Professional athletes use gloves. Olympic weightlifters use various pieces, various hand aids. And so at first, I really had an internal argument with myself if this was legal. Should I be doing this? Is it taking away from my clubs? Well, I'm doing it because it makes my hands feel better, and that's what we're going to do. So here we go. We're going to get started. I'm going to start with alternating circles with my left hand. Then I'm going to switch to my right hand. I'm going to talk my way through this. I know these videos are a little bit long. They're vertical, and it's me talking while I'm working out. They're not the most exciting videos. But again, when I started out, I couldn't find anything like this. What does a real club workout look like from somebody that does clubs as part of their legitimate routine? And so my goal on this channel is to share what I didn't have. I want to make this channel better for you than what existed for me when I started out. So here we go. I'm gonna get rolling, and I'll talk through it as we do it. What I've found in the past doing these videos is sometimes I lose count because I'm talking to you and I'm thinking about other things. So I'm just gonna keep going. If I miss a count, you don't need to kill me in the comments. I know it. I generally do 10 and 10 and 10 and 10 and 10. But what I'll find is that somewhere along the line here, I'll end up doing 8 or 9, or I'll end up doing 11 or 12. But let's just go with it. Let's just say this is a sample, and we'll see what happens. So here we go. Alternating circles, left hand starting. What I do is 2, 3. I kind of keep the movement going, 4. But on the 5th one and on the 10th one, I like to stop it just to show that I can control the weight. 3, 4, 5. If I was going to be a real stickler, you could stop it on each one. You could go stop, stop. But that makes the workout take a long time, and I feel like I'm mostly under control. There's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I forgot to put a mat down for my feet, so my feet are going to get sweaty. If this gets dangerous, you know what? Darn it. I'm changing the order. I have something I've never done before. I'm going to go from circles to mills because it's based off the same movement. 1. Normally I save mills to the end. So this is the first time doing it a little bit different order for me. So I'm sorry I messed that up. 5. Reverse mills. 2, 3, 4, 5. One. Going with the right hand. 2, 3, 4, 5. This is an ADX adjustable club with a fat handle, and I have it set at 15 pounds. 4, 5. Pendulums. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Outside pendulums. 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch hands. Inside pendulums with the right. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. My club workout, 4, makes me really sweaty. Of all the workouts I have, by the end of this, I will be a mess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For me, this is the single hardest of all the movements. The pendulum to the mill top is the hardest of all the individual sets. Right hand. I almost just fell over. I need to get a mat. So, after this first round, I'm going to run and grab a mat. 6. 8. 9. 10. Now we'll do 5 swipe and 5 shield cast. 1, 2. On the swipe, try to remember to keep my rib cage down, everything tight in the core. You don't want to let your rib cage flare way up. And shield cast. 1, 2, 3, The last thing I do isn't really a one-handed, this is a two-handed, but since it's my club workout, this replicates for me a tennis backhand. I'm gonna turn to the side, ball is coming, I'm gonna step into it and basically take a backhand. So it's kind of a outside circle, but I'm adding a step to it. So it's kind of a two-handed stepping outside circle. But as long as we're gonna do a club workout, if I can have real world application and have it affect my tennis game, why not, right? Same thing on the other side, because we do everything, same number of reps. This could be considered a golf swing, but I'm not a big golfer. It's the same kind of movement as a tennis forehand. Core ripping around, stepping into the ball. If I played adult softball, this could be helping our softball swing too. I totally lost count there. I'm gonna say 8, 9, 10. That is once all the way through the cycle. That is all 6 exercises. Where was this thing? Right here. Don't move. So all of my videos are one-take video. I push record. I talk about whatever it is we're going to talk about today, and I push stop. My editing is, I just don't do it. First of all, I don't have time. Secondly, I don't have patience. Thirdly, I don't know how to do it. It's a skill I don't have. So I did not want to take a break. I wanted to go all the way through, but my feet are slipping all over this floor. So I will be back in about 9 seconds. All right, was anybody counting that? Let's keep going. Let's pretend that never happened. And we're on the second round here. Circles, alternating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I discovered at some point along the line that these shower mats with the rubber on the bottom soak up the sweat from your feet and they don't slip. So whenever I'm doing workouts in here, kettlebell and club especially, this is the way to go, because I don't love wearing shoes either if I don't have to. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, remember we're going to go to mills this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse mills. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think in the strictest sense of the word, kettlebells kind of fixed my shoulder. When I got into a good kettlebell routine, my shoulder stopped hurting. But once I added clubs, my shoulders just felt stronger, more stable. I'm never afraid of picking anything up, throwing something, goofing around. My shoulders feel absolutely great. And I'm crediting club. Kettlebell gets credit for the fix, but club gets credit for absolute strengthening in every direction. So my club workout is probably my most boring of all my workouts. Just kind of over and over again, rep after rep after rep. But rep after rep after rep adds up to lots and lots of reps. And each one makes your shoulder a tiny bit better. You're also getting tons of good core rotation. All right, let's go to pendulums to mill tops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like I said before, this is the hardest set. A little bit less chatter, a little bit more sweating. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Glasses off. What was next? Swipe, right? Swipe and shield cast. Here we go. 1, 2. So regardless of what you see and hear online, I've heard minimum starting weight for guys is 15 pounds. I've heard about guys trying to do 25 and 30 pounds. Maybe if you're giant or if you're young. But if you're in your 50s, it's all about the movement. Just doing the movement over and over and over again. A little bit of weight to add a little bit of strength. I started my single arm club journey with 7.5 pounds because it was all that my left hand could control at the time. And my sets used to be much shorter, and I used to only do one exercise at a time. And over the course of time, you get stronger, you get more coordinated, you improve, and you get to add on different things. 1, 2, 5. Two-handed backhand. Change hands, do the other side. 1, 2. Everything for me is more coordinated to the right. That just means my left hand needs more practice. So you never skip. Always give your left hand a chance. And if anything, if you have to cheat down, I cheat down on the right side. That was 2 full sets. All right, we're halfway done. Let's move to alternating circles. Again, starting on the left. 3, 4, 5. Control the weight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've talked before in other videos, and I was talking about the weights earlier. You want the weight to be light enough that you can have fun with your workout. For a while, I was heavier than this, and my workout was so intense that it was intimidating, a little bit scary. I didn't like club days. I didn't look forward to them. So go with a weight that you enjoy the workout, but also that is hard enough to make you get really sweaty and really tired. Let's see. Nope, that was the wrong one. We're going to do mills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Outside mills, left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's move to right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. We go pendulums. Inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right hand. Inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. All right, left hand, pendulums to middle tops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm not the best teacher of technique. I encourage you to watch other teachers, other channels that have more experience teaching. But I do try to pay attention to a few things. I want my feet pointed forward so my knees aren't doing weird things and my ankles. I try actively to make sure that the weight's swinging in front of me. I don't want to come too much to the side and clip myself. Always go forward. And when you go over your shoulder, I want to be very clear, same thing about where I'm pulling the weight. I don't want to just pull it randomly over my head and conk myself in the forehead. I make sure that it's behind me and I go over my shoulder, or I make sure coming this way that it's in front of me and I go over my shoulder. Very careful about that. I had a close call earlier one time. I missed myself, but it wasn't for lack of trying. So pay attention to the things that matter. When I do these swipes, my normal stance is shoulder feet apart. When I move into swipes, I go narrow because I don't want to clip my knee going back this way. So just little things. Pay attention, most importantly, to the path of the club, where it's going. Make sure your body is strong and in the right place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Feet together again for swipes. 2, 3. I think in a perfect world, my elbow would be pointing straight forward here. Mine flares out a little bit. Some of that may just be 56 years of shoulder. Some of that I might need to practice more. I'm not sure. I do look at it in the mirror and I try to make it better. My elbow just doesn't want to do that. 3, 4, 5. All right. And we go to our backhands. 1. Even though this is two-handed, I think I swing extra hard because this makes me sweat. Breathe heavy. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, last set coming up. We are three quarters of the way through. Breathing heavy, sweating good. 1, 2, 3. The cool thing about the last set, 3. I think I counted wrong, is that each time you finish one, it's the last time you have to do it. 2, 3, 4. We're done with alternating clubs. Left hand. 2, alternating circles, excuse me. 3, 4, 5. And we're done with alternating circles all the way around. Now we're going to do mills. Behind my head and over. Circle in front, top circle behind. 3, front circle, back circle. 4, 5, reverse mills. 1, 2. It gets heavy toward the end here with my left hand. Right hand's not bothered so much by it. Left hand definitely feels those. Right hand has played sports his whole life and doesn't mind this so much. Left hand is saying, what the heck are you making me do? Yeah. 1. Reverse mills are different than throwing. 3, 4, 5. All right, done with mills. 4, 5. Outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pendulums are done with left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I do insides? I don't remember. I didn't do them again just in case. 2. I think I have because my arm's tired. 3, 4. Talk about losing count, losing focus. That's terrible. All right, here we go. Pendulums to mill tops. 1, 2. This fourth set of this will be the hardest thing I do today. 4. 6. 8. 10. All right. 1, 2. Start to see the light at the end of the tunnel. 3, 4, 5. Just hit myself in the back. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done with that, baby. I can't even see. Sweat all over my eyes. All right, here we go. Swipes and shield casts. Feet together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feet back apart. Rotate toward the circle. 2, 3. Get balance. 4, 5. All right. Let's do the other hand. Start to get some excitement. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. 10 back hands. Finish this thing up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Whew. Call it. 24 rounds. It would have been straight through, but I had to go get the stupid towel. So next time we'll do 24 rounds straight through. That was a good, solid workout. I wanted you to get to see what it looks like in real time. What is the actual pace? How do I change hands? Do I really take breaks or do I really go straight through? Sometimes you have to stop and wipe the sweat off. All that kind of stuff. This is a legitimate program. It hits every part of your body. Amazing for shoulders. And that's the goal here, right? Feel good while you're doing it. Look forward to it. Have a great workout. Feel good the rest of the day. And wake up tomorrow feeling great. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're able to either pull this into your program or at least pull pieces from it as you build your own program. And I hope your recovery is every bit as good as mine was. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Go get better.